Dr. Toyland.
All right, so let's check out this new Cosmic Legion's Kanoxx Vull. I believe that's how you pronounce that, from Four Horsemen, right? I was on the fence with this guy when I saw photos of him online. I was like, well, he's got a lot of stuff going on that maybe I'm not into. And then I saw him on display at Legion's Con 2023, and I had to have it because, I mean, just look at him. He's badass. He's awesome. He's alien. He's cyborg. He's big. He's, you know, just all sorts of good stuff going on here. Now, what I thought was interesting about him is that, unlike many of the other figures from either Mythic Legions or Cosmic Legions to date, they, even though they're of specific characters, they may not have all these parts that are so unique to one specific character, other than maybe like Slog, who's really pretty much just like, you know, almost looks like a one of. I'm interested to see if they're going to reuse those parts for him, but that's a different story altogether. But this guy's got so many unique things going on here that he just, like, this looks like a figure that someone like an expert would customize to make this figure. That's what he looks like. So he's got so many cool things, and let's jump right into it. He's not come with a lot of stuff. So let me point that out. He only comes with this really heavy giant base, which is, this thing is awesome, but it does kind of stand up on its own like that. So I kind of dig it. It's fun. He comes with an alternate head, a little more subdued, so maybe he's having a cup of tea. But, I mean, look at that sculpt on that. That is badass. That is fun. That is fun. I like the snarly face because he looks all angry. And then he comes with some alternate hands. It comes with some reaching grabby hands, and then on him currently he has the grippy hand, so he can hold his weapon. He does not come with any gun firing hands because, you know what? He just don't need them. This guy does not need them. So let's take a look at that head sculpt. Now, I'm not sure like the new looking torso might have been reused from Mythic Legions. I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to pull a couple of the barbarians out to see if it's like the same. I'm not entirely sure. So, you know, shame on me for not being super prepared, but he's got so much cool stuff. So he's got hoses and tubes, and like some of them come out a little, maybe too easily for some people, but I don't really mind. I'll probably just take them off anyway. He's got more hoses. So many hoses. Yeah, so check this out. Check out that bionic leg down here. This is reminiscent of that dude from oh my god, the Infaceables. Remember that line back from the 80s from Galoob? They had the faces that kind of like sucked on like a vacuum seal, and they would just, but this one dude had a leg very similar to this, like this claw leg. And that's what it reminds me of. He was actually, I think, purple too, some kind of purple. So maybe a little throwback to that, maybe. A little maybe right there. So he does have this cloth goods kind of undergarment here underneath his belt. But I thought this one's just so clever, the way they kind of designed the figure in and of itself. Like this piece right here only comes with one piece of shoulder armor, because the other one has this piece kind of over his neck. So let me just take this head off real quick. We're going to break this guy down to show you kind of what they did. And this is what I meant before by this. It looks like almost like a customizer's figure, because they took a basic kind of body and they put all this cool stuff. Like this is for, this is for the back that goes in that back peg that no one really uses, right? And then this piece just kind of goes right on top. Now you have your basic purple looking body. And what makes it look different is that this really intricately detailed neck piece goes right on top, almost like one of the like the Minotaurs or something like that, right? And then if you want to take this off too, you could. I'm not going to probably pop it off because I did not actually fully heat this guy up yet, so shame on me. But yeah, this piece comes off as well. Then you have a basic purple body. So if you want to use, I mean, granted, you're going to have a robotic leg, but if you wanted a purple body, maybe change the legs out, then you have this wonderful purple torso. You could do a whole lot of fun stuff with that. So let's get this guy dressed again. Put his head back on, throw all his components over there, and we'll see how he measures up to some other figures. Let's put him next to the Sentry. All right, so he's big. You could tell he's no slouch. Even though he's handicapped, he's very capable of kicking someone's ass with this robotic cyborg look to him. So let's put him up next to a Mythic Legions Dark Templar. So you can see he's one of like he's not ogre sized, but he's like one of the larger scale figures that's not ogre. You can see him next to this guy. And this is like ogre scale, and he's much bigger, you know? Or it could be wrong. What do I know? This is him next to this alien guy. You know, I don't know why before I thought the alien guy was taller than him, but maybe not. They might be around the same height, actually. Yeah, no, the alien's a little taller. So this dude, X-Files over here, is just a little taller. Next to this one. Yeah. So you can see he's beefy. He's got a lot going on here. So I think you could pick this dude up. Like if you're looking for like a specific kind of character, not really so much to customize, unless you have something really specific in mind that you're going to use these parts for, you know, that's all you. But I think just as it is, as just a beautiful looking, you know, figure in and of itself, just this dude's where it's at right here. That is good stuff. All right, enjoy.
It belongs in a museum.